everybody, this is me, Donna. I'm just sitting here and I figure, well, it's kind of late in the evening, so my lighting's not that great, but I still wanted to talk to everybody. I got some tea. Oh, well, it's herbs, but you can make tea out of it. And it's something that the koala bear eats. So I got this. It's a menthol, and you only use like a half a teaspoon, and you put it in one of these tea things. So I got that, and I got some dandelion too, because dandelion is supposed to be really good for your liver. See, dandelion, it's herbs, and you can use like a half of it too, and put it in some water, hot water, and you could have tea. So that's really good for your, and the one tea is really good for your sinuses and stuff. If you have bad sinuses and you have a lot of mucus, and then you know how you're getting colds like during wintertime, so that's really good. So that would help you if you have colds really good. But today I finally got up to visit my Aunt Mary at the nursing home, which is good, I guess. Well, it is good. It's not guess. It's good. So that was okay, and I went there, and I said hello, and I hadn't seen her for a while, so I thought that was good. But, I wanted to talk to you guys about relationships. Okay, I know everybody's probably been in a bad relationship, and then sometimes bad relationships are hard to get out of once you get in them. The person doesn't want to leave, or they want to be nasty, or they just don't want to leave, or whatever. So there's a lot of different things that can happen, or you're upset because you don't really want to break up, but they're just not doing what they're supposed to do. So you have to break up with them. The relationship's not working out. So and there's a bunch of different things. Like you're not happy with that person. You thought you were going to be happy with the person. Maybe you started out, it was happy, but now every time you're with them, you're miserable. So that's a really bad thing. That's like number one. And then you're fighting all the time with that person, and that's not fun. And then it gets to violence where you're hitting on each other, or he's hitting on you, or you're hitting on him. And that can be a really bad relationship. You don't want to live like that. Nobody wants to live like that. You know, it's disgusting. It's hard. Your partner wants to control you. That's bad too. They want to be bossy. They say, call me like 10 times per day. I'll call you back in an hour, and I want you. It's this time, and I'll be calling back. And that's a pain in the butt too. That can be a pain in the butt. But then you could have one who doesn't care either, and he doesn't call you at all. So that's bad too. So I mean, it could be a girl or a guy. Very controlling, like you're supposed to be at the house at a certain time. You're supposed to tell them every step you take. Like, I'm going to the store, and they want to know what store you went to, and call them after you get out of the store, and all this other stuff, which I think is controlling. And then your partner is looking at other women. He's talking to other women, or she's talking to other men, and they have a wandering eye, and they're looking at other people all the time, and that can be stressful too. That can be really stressful. And then when you're with your partner, you should sometimes feel alone, even though you're with a partner. Your communication skills, the communication gets disgusting, and you're not really talking to that person, or every time you try to talk to that person, it ends up in a fight, or it's just not good. You're not in love with the person anymore. You just like them for a friend, and you just want to be friends with them, and you don't want to be in love with them. You're not in love with them. You don't feel the same way when you first started out. That's hard too. And then they want sex, but you don't want sex with them anymore. Maybe they make your skin crawl, or just make you feel weird, and you don't want to be around them anymore. You don't want them touching you, stuff like that. That can be hard too. Your partner belittles you, or says mean things to you, calls you names. doesn't like the way you fix stuff. I mean, it's really aggravating. That can be really aggravating too. That's another sign. Now, then how about if you have a partner who drinks, whose drinks is, when you first met them, they didn't drink hardly any, and then after a while, they were drinking, and they were smoking, and they were doing stuff that you didn't like, and you really don't want to be around them because of it. And that's disgusting too. That can be really hard to deal with. But they think it's okay. So that's really bad. It could be a girl or a guy. And then your partner puts you in debt. They say you should buy stuff, and you went and bought it anyway, and now you're in debt. And then they said they were going to help you, but they didn't. That's bad too. That can be really bad. Or you put stuff on a credit card for them, and they said they were going to help you pay it off or give you the money for it, and they never did. That's a bad partner. And they don't work. You know, some partners don't work. They don't work. You get them, and the next thing you know, they lost their job, and you're the one supporting them. You're the one taking care of them. That is bad. That is bad. There's a lot of bad stuff that happens to good people in relationships, and then you get stuck. And then they don't want to break up because they still want to be with you, and you don't really want to be with them anymore, and they, you know, if you try to get somebody else, they're probably going to end up in a fight with the other person or something like that. That can be really nasty. So then sometimes you got to go get a restraining order, you know, to keep them away from you because you don't know how they're going to act. And it could be a big, big mess with relationships. Oh, and then your partner, then you say you're in a relationship with somebody and they decide that your friends are not good enough anymore, and they say that, well, you're just spending all your time with your partner, the person that you're dating, and the next thing you know, you lost all your friends, or they don't like your friends, so your friends don't come around, and then you get isolated. That's not a good thing either, because then they can be really controlling. They could start hitting on you or different things, and very controlling, and that's a bad thing too. I'm looking down at the paper. Yeah, they put you in debt. They because you were taking care of them, and now you have a bunch of debt, and then they're looking at other women, so then they decide they were going to go be with somebody else, and you're stuck with all this debt. So that's not a good relationship. Then sometimes they want to come back. They want to date you and somebody else too, and that's not a good thing either, so you don't want those kind of relationships. So hopefully you will find somebody decent and somebody who is nice. So, and then they're violent. They're people, you start dating somebody, they seem like they're really nice, and then the next thing you know, they're violent. It becomes violent. That's not a good thing. Or you have decided that you don't want to have sex with that person anymore, and they still want to, and you're just like, they want to do that all the time. They want to have sex all the time, and you don't want to. So these are bad relationships. They're bad things, and it's really horrible. And then you try to get rid of them, and they don't want to leave. You have to go get a restraining order. Oh man, you can have sucky, really bad relationships. So, well, before you get in a relationship, think about what you want. Think about the type of person you should date that person. I mean, just be friends with that person for a long, long time before you even start dating them. Because the next thing you know, you're stuck in a crappy relationship, and that's not good. Okay, but yeah, so the tea, I'm trying the one tea, the Mentholatus tea, the kind that koala bears eat, the leaves that they eat. And it's okay. I think you gotta get used to it, but I'm trying it. It's like I got stuffy sinuses right now. And today has been an okay day, but it's not great. It's okay day. So I'm hoping tomorrow will be better, and I need to get more stuff done. I did do some things today. I took a whole bunch of stuff over to New Day, and I gave it to them, and they were happy with that. And then I went to my family doctor, and that was good. I needed to go see her. And then I went and visit my Aunt Mary. So I did like 3 things, and I did some work around house too. So that's good. But I need to get busy and get more stuff done. But I haven't felt good. My energy level's been really low, and I need it to come back up so I can get a lot of stuff done. But and then bad relationships. Bad relationships, sometimes you don't always realize they're bad until later on. And then you've been stuck in that relationship for a while, and you don't really realize that the person has drowned you. Yeah, the person has drowned you. You thought the relationship was going pretty good, and the next thing you realize is that person drowned you. They just kind of like, you gave so much to them, and you weren't really paying attention, and they drowned you. And that's bad. So anyway, think about it. Think about relationships, and try to stay in healthy relationships. Be around people that you know are good to you and treat you nice, and who care about you. Okay, have a nice day, and I love you all. I'll talk to you later. Bye.